I love how she moves. I love that she seems to be very confident. She knows her worth and she's not afraid to move on.
Back up on my bullshit, back up on the scene. Done dealing with you, don't know how to deal with me. Done fucking with you, don't know how to love me.
Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome if you are new. Today, I just wanted to talk a little bit about the beautiful Lori Harvey because she has all the people talking. So I just want to talk a little bit about Lori Harvey and her dating choices and strategies. So let's get into it. Before we get into the video though, I need you to give it a thumbs up. Yes, I'm requesting you to thumbs the video up before we even get into it because it just helps the content. So give the video a thumbs up, and if you are not already subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. That also helps out my channel. So be sure to hit that subscribe button, especially if you enjoy the content. It really should be no hassle for you to hit the subscribe button, right? Right. Let's get into it. Lori Harvey, the beautiful Lori Harvey, Steve Harvey's daughter. Now, before I get into it, let me just say how I can't stand when people say Steve Harvey's stepdaughter. And it's like, if Steve Harvey is referring to her as his child, then you should do the same. If she is referring to him as her father, then you should do the same. Stop with the stepfather thing. They do not call each other, oh, this is my stepfather, this is my stepdaughter. He says that's his daughter, and she says that's her father. Refer to them as such, please. But let's get into Lori Harvey, okay? Because Lori Harvey is a beautiful young woman, and I really like the way she maneuvers throughout dating and just what we can tell, life in general, right? So Lori Harvey is 26 years old, newly 26. I believe she just turned 26 this month, January. She has had 6 public relationships that we know of, or at least that I've been able to find. She is stunningly beautiful. She is very poised and classy, fashionable. She'll give you a look. And it seems that her feminine energy is just on 1,000. She is a model, an entrepreneur. Now, when I was looking up details about Lori for this video, I was able to find that she is like an actual model. She models like for real, for real. She had a contract with LA Model Management, and she currently just, if I'm not mistaken, not too long ago in 2022, signed a contract with IMG Models. So she is modeling, and she has walked in a lot of fashion shows, Michael Kors, Dolce & Gabbana, Burberry. Sis is out here modeling for real. And as I said, she is an entrepreneur. She has a skincare brand. So people like to say, what is she even famous for? What does she even do? And it's like, she's a model, she's an entrepreneur, she's a socialite. So now let's talk about Lori's dating history. Okay, so we know that she has had 6 public relationships, and the last relationship prior to this new one, I'm not gonna tell you no lie, it was kind of giving Easy A vibes. Have you seen Easy A, the movie, where she kind of pretends that she had sex with certain guys in high school to give them either a coolness about them, or one guy, she was pretending that they were having sex so that he could seem like he was straight. With the whole Michael B. Jordan thing, at first, it was definitely giving an Easy A thing for me, but in a different kind of way. In a way where it's like he had been seen with mostly white women as far as like, you know, companions and partners. And so he wanted to be seen with a black woman. So yeah, I just felt like it gave that they were in a relationship for his image, but it also does something for her as well, because people are talking about her. And then if you've never seen her before and then you see like, oh, she's with Michael B. Jordan, let me see who this girl is. And then once you look her up, you'll find that she has a business, and then you might want to go check that out. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like a trickle down effect. So they both were, you know, gaining something from that relationship. But to me, and I don't know if it was genuine or not, right? I don't know. But I'm just saying what it gave. It kind of gave that it was like an easy AT. Another example is Love Don't Cost a Thing. It was kind of given a Love Don't Cost a Thing kind of a vibe. And I also feel like this new person, the newest beau, Damson Idris, it was also kind of like giving to me, like I said, which really made me like think about this more in terms of like, because I kind of already felt like that with Michael B. Jordan, and then with this guy, it was kind of really giving that. So it is just kind of giving a Love Don't Cost a Thing, an easy A vibe, where like you're doing it not because it's like for real, but because it's for something else. And I honestly feel like with Michael B. Jordan, they may have ended up actually liking each other, like how in Love Don't Cost a Thing, she ended up really liking him in the end. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like, you know, in that relationship, they may have really started to grow feelings for each other, maybe. But again, we don't know. Now, I'm sure most of her relationships were genuine, real relationships where she was really with these guys and they were in love and all of that stuff, right? But I want to talk a little bit about her dating choices and how she moves, because a lot of people want to try to make it seem like she's loose or she's a hoe. And I feel like, for one, who's to say that she was having sex with these men? We don't know that, right? She was dating. So we don't know if they had sex or not, right? That's the first thing. But then the second thing is she's in her early 20s. Well, now she's in her mid to later 20s. But she's in her 20s and she's dating. That's what you should do. It's imperative for you to date, so you can, for one, find out what you like, but for two, so you can date around. So when you do find the person that you really like and you want to make a life partner, you're not wishing that you had done more, or wishing that you got to experience this, or wishing that you got to experience that, because you did it. But what I like about Lori is that she is not afraid to move on from whoever she was dating prior and be with somebody else publicly. It's like, okay, yes, I was dating him. That didn't work out. So now I'm dating someone else. Problem? Because you see, that's how this works. When you are dating someone and it doesn't work out, you usually at some point will begin to date somebody else. What's the problem? And then if that doesn't work out, I encourage you to date somebody else. Obviously, it doesn't have to be right away. You could take time if you want to, and if you don't want to, you don't have to. But date. I also feel like a lot of times women will date somebody, and because it was public, they feel like now they can't date anybody else. And it's like, Lori's like, please, I'm gonna live my life. I'm not about to like not date because you knew a couple of the dudes that I had relationships with. Like, I'm not doing that. I'm gonna date, and if this doesn't work out, sorry. I'm going to date, and if this doesn't work out, I'm going to date somebody else. That's just, I feel like I love that she does that. Because if we really like deep this, after you're done dating the man that you were dating, do you think he's going to be like, I'm never going to date again. I can never date again. No, he's on to the next one. Steve Harvey has taught her very, very well. And then like this last kind of like wave of interviews that I've seen her do, and I saw a lot of these clips on TikTok, her saying when they ask her like if she has any dating advice, she says, remember, you're the prize. And it's like, yes, whether we like, and I like it, but some people I feel like don't agree all of the time with like some of the stuff that Steve Harvey says. But whether we like it or not, again, I like it. I feel like Steve Harvey tells the truth from the man's perspective. I remember like seeing a clip, this was years ago, of him saying like, you just weren't the one. A man was with you for X amount of years, and then he goes on and gets with somebody, and then he married within a year, and it's because you just were not the one. And I feel like a lot of the times people need to hear harsh truths like that, because they will psych themselves into thinking like, oh no, he's just not ready. Oh no, he's just scared. Oh no, no. You're just not the one. And you're going to allow him to just hang around and waste your time. So he's going to do it. And then he get with somebody that's not really playing those games. And she like, hello, what's good? And he like, oh, I bet. I'm with it. And then now you over there like, what? When he was with me, we was together for 10 years. And it's like, because you allowed him to be with you for 10 years without any real true commitment. But I digress. Okay, that's something for something else. But I feel like he is instilling all of the right things in her to just know her worth. And if it doesn't work out with the man, move on. It is nothing wrong with that. If it doesn't work out, move on. I encourage that also. I love how she moves. I love that she seems to be very confident. She knows her worth, and she's not afraid to move on. And I feel like more women should be like that. So yeah, that's it. That's all I have for Lori Harvey and her dating history. Let me know down in the comments what you thought. What do you think of Lori Harvey? And it's crazy. I see a lot of women shaming Lori Harvey for how she moves, and it's actually sad. There should be no reason that women are being like, she's a hoe and she this and she that. And it's like, dang. Why is she a hoe? Because she beautiful. She out here living life. She dating. What's the problem with that? She young. She should be dating and exploring life and gaining life experiences. What is wrong with that? Anyway, let me know down in the comments what you thought. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you are not subscribed. And I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.